Derivatives next unit आपका, ठीक है. Now for this one I have done one session. It is for around 1 hour 40 minutes. If you did not get that particular one, please do share with me, ठीक है. Because if I'll explain all these particular one ना, it will take at least 1 hour, ठीक है, for the derivative things. So that's why I have already done one session. Please do watch that particular one, ठीक है. It is I guess if you'll watch your for this one ना, what you can do, just watch the BFM Restart series unit number 24, the concept part itself. Okay, so unit number 24 I have provided in sequence itself. So please do watch that particular one. And if you get any confusion, please do let me know. There are some numericals like premium calculation for call option and put option. Okay, forward rate pricing आपका, ठीक है, but not that black skull models and all, they are not part of this one. But हाँ, the payoff for your future or options आपका, that is important. So you can go through those particular one. I have tried to explain you in that particular session in detail with like 1 hour 45 minutes for concept class. That means we have discussed all these particular one in detail. So please do watch that one. And if you face any issue, na, just do share with me. Okay? There are some areas which is kind of a concept or fundamental parts which I have kept here also, so you can revise. Okay? OTC आपका and versus exchange traded derivative. If you'll watch that particular video now, I can guarantee you will not face any issue around these particular one. Okay? So we have 4 type of derivatives. Derivatives are financial instruments whose value is derived and dependent upon on underlying asset. I hope everybody understand this particular definition. That means like underlying asset can be it could be आपका stocks, commodity, indices, currencies and all. Okay. So basically like what we are doing, like we use different models. This topic is that much great कि people they get Nobel Prize in economics for the derivatives. Okay. I hope you know the Black and Scholes models. That was the model with that they get the Nobel Prize for the derivative calculations. Only we use that particular one. Okay? So it is something that the value of the derivative is generally derived or dependent upon an underlying asset. That means, like let's say we use one simple formula called SCRT. Okay? SCRT. Okay? So S is आपका spot price. Let's say for gold, the spot price is supposed at 80,000. Okay? Spot rate आपका spot rate. Okay? Now the value what we are doing, let's say if you are calculating gold price for the 6-month contract, okay? So E is exponential value 2.71828. Okay? R is आपका the written, which is let's say it is आपका 10%. Okay? T is time duration. Okay? T is let's say 6 months. Okay? So what is happening here? Everything is based on this underlying asset, okay? Which is the current market price of that particular one. Okay? Let's say gold per 10 gram is supposed at 80,000 rupees in the market or 1 lakh rupees in the market. So if this price will go up, obviously, let's say after this calculation, we reach to 92,000 for 6 months. Okay? So 6-month contract for gold is spot rate is आपका 86,000. 6 months later आपका it is showing 92,000. Now there will be some change in this value. If this will go up 80 to 90, obviously this will also increase. If this will come down, this price will also come down. So that's why we used to say, or every book or every definition wherever you'll search, you'll see the same definition. Ki, derivatives are financial instruments whose value is derived and or dependent upon an underlying asset, right? OTC, we have 4 type of derivatives: future, forward, option, swap. Forward and swaps are OTC contract, yeah. And future and options are exchange traded means they generally get traded and they recognize stock exchanges, right? So that means they are standardized product. Everything is get decided by the exchange except their prices. Okay? Prices are generally market driven, demand and supply. But in case of OTC product, they are private contract. Parties of those particular contract, they can customize according to their need and according to their requirement. Contract means like settlement date. In case of exchange traded, it is like for the equity derivatives, we have last Thursday of every month. Their lot size or their tick size, everything is decided by exchange. But here it is by the involving parties. Those parties who involve in this one. Similarly, forward versus options is there. If you build your understanding around the exchange versus OTC, this will automatically get covered, right? So please go through these particular one. I have given you the references for that particular one, so please do use that one. Okay? Which of the following statement about derivative and their uses by bank treasuries are correct? Yeah, derivative and their uses by bank treasuries. So you have to find out the correct statement. So treasury, they can use derivatives for hedging purpose as well as for the आपका ट्रेडिंग पर्पस, स्पेक्यूलेशन पर्पस एंड ऑल. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर आपका पहला क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, सो डेरिवेटिव ऑलवेज हैव इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू independent of any underlying asset. ठीक है, dependent on an underlying asset. पहला तो ये गलत है. ठीक है, so this is wrong. Treasury use derivative not only for hedging risk but also for proprietary trading and client services. This we have talked recently. आपका 100% true. Whether related events can now serve as underlying whether related events can now serve as underlying for derivative contract due to their impact on certain industries. True. Derivative relate only to financial market and do not extend to commodities. We do have commodities derivative, we have indices derivative and all. Commodities derivatives like gold, silver, lead, zinc, even agriculture commodities also. Guar gum, आपका turmeric and all. And indices like Nifty, Sensex and others. A derivative derive its value from spot market and refer to a price or a rate expected in future. So 235. 235 means option A should be right answer for this one. Correct है? चलो बहुत बढ़िया. ठीक है. Next one. OTC versus exchange traded. So I'm not going to answer this question. Whatever answer you will mention, I'll go with that particular one. बताओ क्या होगा आंसर दोस्तों. ये हमने इतनी बार प्रैक्टिस किया है, आप लोगों ने JIB में भी इसको पढ़ा होगा. ठीक है, everyone please, first of all, please participate, answer, try to answer things, and if you are having issue with any line, please do let me know. OTC means over the counter, are tailored to client needs, and while exchange traded are standardized, means OTC are customized, exchange traded are standardized. In exchange traded product, the counterparty risk is borne by the exchange, unlike in OTC product. Only exchange traded derivative can be used for hedging underlying exposure. Pricing in OTC product is customized. Exchange traded contract are more frequently used for speculative purpose than the OTC. Okay, yes. What will be your correct answer, guys? Pranjal sir is saying आपका option D. Tushar sir is saying option D. Very good. 100% true, guys. The only incorrect statement here is आपका this. This statement is wrong. Only exchange traded derivative can be used for hedging. No. OTC, see, this is the line up. Exchange traded contract are more frequently used for the speculative, but we can use both. Like let's say if you have some open position in some equities, you can use exchange traded derivatives like future options to hedge your contract. But in general, आपका contract wise, OTC are more comfortable or suitable for the hedging purpose, and these are generally for the speculation. This statement is wrong. We cannot say कि we are not going to use OTC. That is a blunder basically आपका. ठीक है, तो ये तो आपका बिल्कुल करेक्ट रॉन्ग है. रेस्ट ऑल स्टेटमेंट आर करेक्ट. 1 2 4 5. ठीक है, डी विल बी राइट आंसर विदाउट एनी डाउट. किसी स्टेटमेंट में कोई दुविधा है तो प्लीज बताइए, आई विल एक्सप्लेन दैट पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, चलो अगला क्वेश्चन आपका. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. क्विकली गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चन. Which of the following statement are correct in the context of this transaction? Okay, ABC Limited, an Indian pharmaceutical company or exporter, is expecting 2 million receivables in 3 months from European client. To hedge against foreign exchange risk, they enter into a 3-month forward sale contract with their bank at 83 USD per dollar. Okay? 83 rupees per dollar. At the time of maturity, the spot rate was 84.10. That means it is in discount. Okay? Separately, another exporter did not hedge and receive at the spot rate on the date of remittance. Assume forward premium on the day of booking was 0.60, and market expected rupee to appreciate due to एक्सेस डॉलर इनफ्लोज आपका, ठीक है, एक्सेस डॉलर इनफ्लोज, rupee to appreciate, so that means that's why the spot price is 84.10 and they got at आपका 83. So this deal is in discount, and another exporter they are having some sort of आपका bullish trend about the first one is about bearish about the your dollar, another one is bullish about your dollar currency आपका, ठीक है. So now, based on this, we have given some statement and we have to find out the correct statement related to this particular one. Okay? So ABC Limited effectively avoided opportunity loss despite rupee depreciating more than expected. आपका, ठीक है? So what they have done, आपका ABC Limited, the first one, आपका $5 2 million US. So they have generally has that particular position. There is no issue with first statement आपका, ठीक है? Statement one is correct. ठीक है? XYZ gained 2.2 million more than ABC because it sold 84 point, no, XYZ they didn't enter into any sort of, another exporter XYZ did not hedge आपका, that means they did not enter in any contract and all. Next one आपका, the bank risk in the forward contract with ABC was protected through matching counter deals, same, so that is the hedge आपका position, ठीक है. This is also correct now, they have done a counter deal because they are going to receive that particular one, they have an open position and they sell that particular one. Forward premium depend solely on interest rate differential between INR and USD, no. Apart from that also we have so many other fundamental, technical and speculative measures आपका, ठीक है. ABC Limited could have opted for early delivery under the forward option, ठीक है. ABC Limited could have opted for early delivery under the forward options, but would be received the worst rate आपका, ठीक है. ABC Limited आपका $2 million receivable in 3 months, ठीक है. So and they has it at, they can आपका, ठीक है. Let's say if they went for the early delivery, so they got this particular because this was the spot price आपका, ठीक है. Would have received a worse rate, that is for $1 they used to आपका get 84. This statement 5 is right ना, it should be right आपका, ठीक है, it should be right, ठीक है, as per this one. So 135 means option A only should be right answer, yes. So forward options permit early delivery, but bank will use the less favorable rate to the client आपका, and that is the argument for this one, ठीक है. So A is the right answer. May gain in this particular case, but risk potential is not there. USD INR forward premium is not solely depend on interest rate differential. It is also depend on the economic factors or the speculation as well as the technical factors. Okay, next one, guys. Miss Neha, an Indian importer, anticipate paying 5 lakh US dollar to a supplier in 2 months. Okay, so Neha, she has to make payments, okay, she's an Indian importer, and she anticipate paying 500 US dollar 5 lakh US dollar to US supplier in 2 months. She expect the rupee to depreciate. अगर rupee depreciate होगा, that means she need to pay more आपका, ठीक है. Thus she buy euro style USD call option. Euro style USD call option means आपका, ठीक है, they will be exercised only on the expiration date, ठीक है, at a strike rate of 84, paying a premium of 1.20 USD. Okay, on the expiry date the spot rate is 85.50. Assume no taxes or no transaction cost, ठीक है. So it's a helpful situation for the आपका मिस नेहा, उसने बहुत अच्छे समझदारी दिखाई है यहाँ पे because she has a clear cut knowledge of the forex market. See what she did, उसको 5 लाख रुपए आपका यूएसडी में पे करने थे, ठीक है, 2 महीने बाद, एंड शी वाज अज्यूमिंग दैट कि लाइक 5 लाख अगर वो परचेज करेगी, सो फर्स्ट ही हैव टू कन्वर्ट हिज हर आईएनआर इनटू डॉलर आपका, ठीक है. तो अभी आपका आईएनआर का रेट वाज दिस एंड उस सॉरी द आईएनआर रेट वाज एक्सपेक्ट टू INR rate is not, this was the rate that is not given in this particular case, I guess. So this is the strike price actually. So she is assuming कि prices will go up. So what she did, she buy the call option of US dollar of 84 आपका 84 पर उसने purchase कर लिया, and actually on the expiry date spot was 85.15. तो $1.50 का शी मेड सम सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रीमियम। अब प्रीमियम था कितना 1.25 पर 0.30% पैसे का शी गॉट सम सॉर्ट ऑफ बेनिफिट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस आपका, ठीक है। सो दैट इज समथिंग दिस। अब बताओ क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर आपका, ठीक है। सो 1.50 was the overall आपका if we understand the gap, ठीक है। चलो एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं ऑप्शंस को आपका। what will be your correct answer guys, anyone? so the option is in the money, ठीक है। option is in the money true है आपका, ठीक है। option case is in the money because your spot rate is higher than your strike price. strike price was 84 and आपका spot rate at the time of expiry was 85.50, ठीक है। in the money क्या होता है आपका, when your spot rate is greater than your आपका strike price. in the money, at the money, out the money, ये हमने डिस्कस भी किए थे, ठीक है। गिविंग नेहा अ नोशनल सेविंग ऑफ 0.30 million after the calculations, आपका 0.30 million, how we reach to this number, आपका 1.20 was the premium which was paid by the Neha. So now 1 point overall gap is how much, 1.50 minus आपका 1.20, so it is 0.30. this is the actual profit आपका actually, ठीक है। so because 1.20 is paid by the Neha, right? so first statement is true, the intrinsic value of the option at the time of expiry is आपका total 1.50 true. if the spot rate had been 83, अगर ये 83 होता, this become आपका 83, the option would be exercised with a negative intrinsic value of 1, no, because it is a case of call option, ठीक है। and what we happen, there is no negative intrinsic value when you buy the call option, ठीक है। जब हम call option को खरीदते हैं तो वहां पे सिंपली क्या होता है, your loss is limited up to premium pay, ठीक है। the premium which is paid by the Neha, this is the maximum loss। अब ये अगर उससे नीचे आता ना 83 होता तो वो उसका कोई इसमें आपका भागीदारी नहीं है। so this is the maximum loss that Neha going to bear in this particular situation if डॉलर गॉट वीकन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन। अगर डॉलर आपका कमजोर होता तो नेहा का मैक्सिमम नुकसान ये होता, इससे नीचे कितना भी डॉलर 70 पे आता फिर भी उसका नुकसान 1.20 डॉलर का ही होता, ठीक है। नेहा मैक्सिमम लॉस इज लिमिटेड टू द प्रीमियम, हाँ दिस इज करेक्ट आपका। इवन द रुपी हैड appreciated sharply in that particular case, आपका 100% true, ठीक है। नेहा could have reduced upfront premium by entering a zero cost collar or barrier options with the limited protection, true आपका, ठीक है। so this is wrong, 1 2 4 5 1 2 4 5, ठीक है। D must be right answer for the very nice question, ठीक है। तो एक क्वेश्चन आपका एक केस स्टडी एंड विच लीड टू 2-3 क्वेश्चंस आपका, ठीक है। किसी ने आंसर नहीं किया, वाई? ओके, तुषार सर आंसर, ठीक है। XYZ sold the goods by the spot USD 84 point this more. ABC which bought, so ABC in that case Santosh sir, ABC did not enter into any, sorry आपका that another one was, just a minute, this is, so ABC आपका that entered into a hedge contract, basically this case study is around the hedging things आपका, ठीक है। The another exporter is XYZ did not hedge, he did not hedge that particular position, ठीक है। that's why, ठीक है, they did not enter into any sort of hedging position in all, ठीक है, that was the case, and received the spot rate, basically that means they did not hedge at that same maturity, the spot is 84 in this separately। another exporter आपका XYZ Limited did not hedge and receive at the spot rate on the date of remittance, assume forward premium on the date of booking was point this market rupee, so expected rupee to appreciate, okay? if it happens, so they are generally, that's why they face some sort of losses in that particular case, okay? this question is very nice, I hope everybody understood this particular one। समझ में आया दोस्तों, clear है? if you have any doubt please do let me know। आंसर देख लो पहले, हाँ ठीक है। सो ऑप्शन डी इज द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन। तो ऑप्शन से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस आपका यू माइट फेस दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन आल्सो। नेक्स्ट वन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन गाइस, प्लीज क्विकली गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर। करेंसी स्वैप आर करेक्ट, ठीक है। सो स्टेटमेंट रिलेटेड टू करेंसी स्वैप, ये स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन है आपका, ठीक है। इट्स वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन, आई होप एवरीबडी विल बी एबल टू आंसर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन। this is directly concept driven question, ठीक है. And BFM is all around concept things, ठीक है. यहाँ पे we have 31 units and all 31 units they have their unique concept, ठीक है. And even like module A and B they have maximum weightage concept wise, but they get like, जैसे अगर आप ट्रेजरी को पढ़ रहे होते हैं तो ट्रेजरी का इन्वॉल्वमेंट्स एंड हाउ ट्रेजरी इज यूजिंग डेरिवेटिव, हाउ ट्रेजरी इज यूजिंग ALM, इस तरीके से आपका व्हेन यू विल कम टू द बैलेंस शीट मैनेजमेंट मॉड्यूल डी आपका वहां पे भी इंटरलिंक आपका, ठीक है. सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट, वेरी नाइस सब्जेक्ट. एंड अगर आपने कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं पढ़े हैं तो आपका उतना ही ज्यादा डेंजरस सब्जेक्ट, ठीक है. सो आइडेंटिफाई विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट रिलेटेड टू करेंसी स्वैप आर करेक्ट. So a coupon only means interest rate swap, ठीक है. We have principal और आपका interest only, principal plus interest आपका these kind of swap, ठीक है. So allow borrower to has interest rate risk while leaving the principal exposed to currency fluctuations, often used when principal is has through the other instrument. बिल्कुल सही. A currency swap arbitrage between major currencies is generally not possible because swap costs reflect an interest rate differential between the currencies. हाँ, this is also correct. आपका हर एक कंट्री के अंदर अलग अलग इंटरेस्ट रेट है. लाइक US it is 2%, India it is 8%. So that is very tough to manage. Bank act as financial intermediaries in currency swap. By offering such product even in the absence of matching demand between two currencies. Yes, bank do. A principal only swap eliminate exchange rate risk. No, it does not eliminate the exchange rate risk. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या करें, eventually we have to exchange the principal, so that is subject matter, that is directly linked with the currency. Let's say one company, Indian company आपका and one foreign company, ठीक है. The principal amount is $10,000 equal to आपका suppose that 1 crore, ठीक है. So eventually they have to exchange that particular, they are subject matter of exchange rate risk. A principal plus आपका a principal plus interest swap eliminate both interest rate risk and currency risk for the borrower as repayment of principal and interest is done entirely in फॉरेन करेंसी आपका. दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग, ठीक है. अगर ये गलत है तो ये आपका ऑटोमेटिकली गलत होगा. सो 1 2 3 मीन्स आपका ऑप्शन बी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. So principal plus interest rate swap involve payments in domestic currencies, not in foreign currency. So it remove both interest rate and आपका country risk, ठीक है. Next one guys, next one. Which of the following statement about the RBI framework for derivative products and ISDA documentations are correct? This get asked so many time. ISDA documentations rules आपका जो master agreements आपका होता है, ठीक है. So that get asked so many times. So please ध्यान रखिएगा इसको. बताओ किसी ने पढ़ा है तो आंसर कर पाएगा. So we have three type of documents. One is master agreements. One is आपका another is trade confirmation, ठीक है. And sorry, master agreements आपका trade confirmation and one another is there, ठीक है. One another is there. मास्टर ट्रेड, हाँ शेड्यूल आपका, ठीक है. मास्टर ट्रेड एंड शेड्यूल, ठीक है. मास्टर ट्रेड एंड शेड्यूल दे आर जनरली पार्ट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. So all derivative contract must be documented using transaction specific ISDA confirmation only. No, पहला ही statement आपका गलत है. As I told you, we have three major documentations under this one: master agreement, schedule agreements, and trade confirmation. ISDA agreements supersede the schedule in case of dispute between term. ISDA master agreement supersede the schedule. No, it should be आपका ये क्या होना चाहिए था आपका, ठीक है. It should be आपका trade confirmation, ठीक है. Master agreement supersede the it should be trade confirmation आपका, not this. Schedule to the schedule to master agreement contain customization term agreed between counterparties. True आपका, ठीक है. Schedule to master agreement. Bank and counterparties must execute an ISDA master agreements before entering into a derivative contract. This is must आपका. ISDA documentation include three tier structure. हाँ, this is mentioned here. How we miss this one? master schedule and trade confirmation, 100% true. ठीक है? So 345 means option A should be right answer for this one. See, statement 1 is wrong. Derivative documentation under the ISDA framework consists 3 documents. आपका this, not only this. Second one is incorrect because in the event of conflict, the trade confirmation override the schedule. Okay, it is trade confirmation override the schedule. The schedule override the master agreements. आपका this is the sequence at the time of. So the hierarchy is designed to allow transaction specific terms to take precedence. So that is the logic behind this one. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं guys. Next one. Identify which of the following is correct statement related to RBI guidelines for exchange traded currency option, and eligibility criteria for authorized dealers category 1 bank. ठीक है, so what will be your right answer guys? ये तो हमने बहुत बार पढ़ा है, बताओ. So authorized dealers category 1 bank must have net non-performing asset less than 3% true, and a clear currency option. आपका ठीक है. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. ठीक है, देयर इज नो इश्यू विद दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, नेट नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट शुड बी 3%, दैट इज राइट. मिनिमम CRAR रिक्वायर्ड, हाँ, इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस दे रिक्वायर्ड +1 आपका 10%. ठीक है, 10% फॉर बैंक का पार्टिसिपेशन इन एक्सचेंज ट्रेडेड करेंसी. ठीक है, so if you want to become authorized dealers category 1 banks आपका, so you will be requiring आपका 10% of exchange like if you want to become that settlement members and all, so you will be requiring 10% of CRAR. ठीक है, that means this is wrong आपका. Authorized dealers bank not meeting prudential norms can act only as client with regulatory approvals आपका. ठीक है, that is also correct. This statement is right. Bank meetings eligibility norms must obtain board approval for internal risk management guidelines. Authorized dealers category 1 bank with negative net profit is negative net profit in any of the 3 years allowed to trade in proper. It should be positive आपका first of all. ठीक है, so positive net profit of last 3 years. ठीक है, that is the guidelines. So 134 means option A should be right answer for this one. ठीक है, so because mandate eligible banker must have record net profit for preceding 3 financial year. ठीक है, not the negative one. ठीक है, and this is आपका they have to maintain CRAR of 10%, and the third guideline is आपका these are the mandatory rules, and not net non-performing asset should be less than equal to 3%. ठीक है, and your CRAR is 10%, and आपका net profit in last 3 years, preceding 3 years. So that is the core rules आपका. ठीक है, जो like if a bank as an authorized dealer bank, if they want to become a member of clearing and settlement for the forex trading and all, ठीक है, they have to fulfill these particular guidelines. ठीक है, चलो next one guys, आपका next unit